real estate and stocks. They keep going up. Prices continue to soar. As I make this video, it's 2020. Over the course of history, it's basically said and proven that stocks and real estate appreciate. They go up in value over time. That's the general rule. There's exceptions depending on when you buy a stock or buy a piece of real estate and what you buy and how long you hold it, depending on if you'll make money or not. It is true that half of Americans don't have any stock. Many who do, their stocks are related to their 401k or their pension. A very small percentage, I think less than 10%, really hold individual stocks in their personal portfolio. Real estate, I would probably again say probably about half of Americans are in real estate, something like that. And even though it's nice that prices go up in value, you really don't make money in real estate until you sell your real estate. And then if prices are up when you sell, what are you going to do? You're going to buy because you sold your house for a lot of money. Now you have to go buy another house for more money. So there's a couple reasons why stocks and real estate continue to go up, and especially in today's economy. And it's mainly centered around the government and federal policy. What does that mean? It means this year in 2020 with the coronavirus, the Federal Reserve, directed by the government, basically did an unprecedented thing. They didn't just do a bailout program, which we've seen bailouts before, especially in 2008. Even in 1929, when America had the Great Depression, the way we got out of that was government spending through infrastructure projects. A lot of state parks and bridges, the Golden Gate Bridge, and different infrastructure in America was built based on government spending to get us out of a depression to create jobs. And so what happens is if you have an economic downturn, whether it's due to bad behavior through corporations or consumer behavior, too much debt, or whether it's due to a natural disaster or a man-made disaster, whatever, the coronavirus, either whatever you want to call it. The government this year with the coronavirus, they decided to back the bond market. The bond market and the stock market are kind of connected. It's a unique thing where if you hold a bond in a company and if the stock goes to zero, you could still get something back. Meaning that, if a company goes into bankruptcy, people who own bonds, they tend to get, even if it's not the full amount, they'll get something back. Whereas if you own the stock and if the stock went to zero, you get nothing back. Now, you may say, that's a bunch of whatever. I don't understand what that means. The bottom line is when the government kind of guarantees bonds or they back bonds and they kind of play with the markets, they're basically saying we're only going to let equity values go so low, and we're going to ensure that people who invest their money in it, and it's usually bigger money, that there's a level of risk mitigation. And the less risk, the more upside, the more people invest. So that kind of keeps stocks going in an upward direction. The other part of the equation is real estate. And another reason, similar to stocks, is the government, federal policy. What does that mean? The interest rates are at an all-time low. So you say, how does that affect real estate prices? Well, when interest rates are low, people can borrow more money to buy a house. House prices go up. If there's demand, low interest rates, and people have buying power, then you have inflated prices. See, in actuality, what kind of keeps the market from becoming overinflated is when you have a downward turn. Some people that have been waiting for that are able to enter the market when prices go down, because if interest rates were kind of normal and the stock market went down, real estate prices would go down, and then some people who don't own real estate, if they wanted to buy, they can buy at a lower price. And it kind of keeps the ups and downs of the market at an entry and exit point, meaning that you're able to enter at a downward trend, and then if you wanted to sell at an upward trend. But if prices never go down because of policy, you keep everything going up, it's a good thing where you never have like a major recession or depression. At the same time, you keep prices inflated. There's no new people kind of entering in the market. And some people may feel like they're getting squeezed out of something. However, those who own the assets, whether you own stocks in an individual portfolio or index fund in your 401k, or if you own a house, you're happy either way, because, for your values to go up, it's good. However, if you wanted to get money out of it, out of your real estate or out of your stocks, if you take it out, where are you going to put it? See, that's always the dynamic of life, and I think that's a very important part of this video. When an asset, whether it's stocks or real estate, when it goes up, and if you say, all right, well, when it's up, I want to sell. If you sell, what are you going to do with that money? Are you going to buy another house? That means you're buying in an up economy. Are you going to buy another stock? That means you're buying stocks in a high economy. Or are you going to take it out, hold it, get nothing on your money, no interest, and then just wait for a recession if a recession happens? Maybe the government won't allow that again. You say, Sam, this doesn't affect me. I'm broke. I don't have real estate. I don't have stocks. I don't care about that. I just want stimulus or whatever. And I hear that. The bottom line is you're never going to get ahead with stimulus. You'll survive. You're never going to get ahead with universal basic income. You'll survive. I'm a proponent of both of those things, by the way, because I believe you bail out the big markets, stocks and real estate, then bail out the regular person. But in life, if you're trying to get ahead, some people aren't. Some people just want to get by. There's two different mindsets in the world. Some people just want to get by, and some people want to get ahead. You have to decide what you are. Everyone's different. But to get ahead, you're going to have to put some effort to your life. You're going to have to be your own stimulus. You're going to have to intentionally live within a budget, increase your income, pay off debt, move around, and maybe even invest. It's, now you say, well, all right, I'm going to invest in real estate and stocks, because what you're saying is things always go up. Yeah, but there's no guarantee things can't go down tomorrow, and you should never invest in anything until you have a certain amount in savings. You have your debt levels low or none, and then everything is risk. There's no guarantees in life. So you say, yeah, it's a nice video. I understand some of what you're saying, totally whatever. What should I do? What are your goals? Do you have a goal of owning a home? I owned a home for 15 years. I haven't for the past 3. I've been a nomad. Would I ever own a home again? Maybe at a very small level or RV lot. I talk about that often, and those prices have gone up too. So, but it's not really a major goal for me to have a home. If I could find the right fit, I see value in it. Okay. If you're a young person or older person and you want a safe place to go and you want a home, again, lower square footage, lower price, intentional what you're buying. Like, I had a great viewer. I know she's probably mad at me now. She sold her house several months ago, and then she bought another house, and then she couldn't afford it. And she's a great viewer, great person, but it's like, why'd you go buy another house that you didn't even look into your budget? Now, I've bought things and I've done things out of ignorance too. And I've paid the price and I've suffered and I got some grace too. But I tell you guys, just don't go buying recklessly because you're scared. Don't go investing because you're scared you missed out. Don't do anything because you're scared that you're going to get squeezed out. And if you don't put your money into something now, inflation's going to eat you up or you're going to be homeless. Guys, you can always rent. Let me tell you something. you're going to lose more money chasing an investment than you ever will in inflation. For 99% of the people in the world, you will lose more money rushing to make an investment than you will due to inflation. So take your time. Okay? That's a big message in this video. And align with your goals. Is your goal to own a home? Are you okay with the risk of the market? Because it will fluctuate. It will go down again and may go up again. It's a game. Okay? But everything's a game. So don't try to say, well, we should have a better system. Guys, there's no better system. I mean, the system could be reformed to be better. But, guys, if you look throughout the human history, 1920, 1820, 1220, in the different time periods of history, we're probably in one of the best times, even with the coronavirus now. So I remember in 2008, when there were mass layoffs, I was underwater on my house. I mean, I remember then, it was worse than it was now. So I guess I just want to share for those out there that look at prices of homes, look at the stock market, and one is it either saddens you or angers you because you feel like, there's a certain part of the economy that's doing good and I'm not. What I say to you is if you physically and mentally can work, live below your means, and have a plan for your life so you become your stimulus. The government should intervene at times to help the markets and people, and I hope they do another stimulus. I hope eventually we get to universal basic income and universal health care. I do. But I'm telling you, I know even when we do, it's going to be for basic income, basic survival. It's not going to be to get ahead. It's going to be to get by. You're always going to have to put some effort into your life to get ahead. No way around that. And the other thing is when it comes to real estate, don't chase. Have a budget, be flexible, but remember, buying a home is not going to make you happy. It can enhance your happiness if you buy at the right price, if you look at how much your insurance is going to be, how much your taxes, how much your maintenance, what's your income, give some thought to your life. A lot of times in my youth, I rushed. And now as a middle-aged man, I still make mistakes, but I try to remember to calm some of my emotion, discipline myself, and not go back to the pain I suffered through reactionary spending in my youth, which even though I was working, I wasn't getting ahead because I was just spending as fast as I was working. So again, you could have a great job, but if you're just going to get by, you're not going to get ahead until you become intentional with your life, focused, disciplined. Whether you go to a Dave Ramsey plan, which is a little extreme, I don't totally buy into, or whatever, but you got to have a focus. What's the difference between a laser and a light? Focus. What's the difference between going in forbearance and having a savings account? Focus. Do we all need the grace of God? Yes. Again, do I believe in certain reforms? Yes. Is the economies of the world a little bit manipulated by corporations and the government? Yes, but there's also opportunities. Yes. Okay. And so it's a balance of thought. And I hope my videos provoke some thought, but mainly provoke you to calm your emotion, discipline yourself, get some luck along the way, but also don't depend on luck. Depend on some works. Faith without works is dead. Thank you to everyone who watches and clicks the thumbs up. Thank you to all my members. I'll see you later, God willing, on the live chats every day on this channel. I go live. If you'd like to join that, click that blue join button. And you could become a member with unlimited access to custom badge, custom emojis. And I appreciate you guys, all right? So have a good day. Talk to you later. Peace.